Today's the annual Midland City Safety Conference at the local university. This was always one of my favorite events of the year, but this will be my first time attending as a civilian. I overestimated how long it would take me to drive here from the office, and I got here too early. The doors to the auditorium were locked, so I stayed outside to get fresh air while I solved Sudoku puzzles on my phone.
Hey, Anise!
Jim, it's good to see you.
You think they're gonna have the breakfast burritos again like they did last year? Those things were so freaking good, I swear, Anise.
I've been so busy getting Alvarez's sister's safety off the ground that I haven't had the time to see Jim. I've missed him a lot.
So, when did the doors open? I kinda went a little over the speed limit for those burritos, and I skipped breakfast, so I was kinda dizzy. But don't worry, it was still totally safe. I turned on my lights, I had my sirens going, so everyone knew to get out of my way. I think.
They should be opening right about now.
All right.
How about I go in and save us some seats while you get breakfast?
So, Anise, Morris made me promise that we'd all sit together. All the, safety detectives, I mean. All the real ones. All the real ones working for the city.
Oh, right. I get it.
Maybe we'll see each other between the workshops, huh? Ah, shit. The others are here. I'll catch up with you later, Anise.
First of all, I'm going to talk about achieving safety equilibrium as it relates to physics.
The first speaker at the conference was a physics professor from Nevada, but I found it hard to focus.
But let's backtrack.
All I could think about was how petty Morris was, forcing Jim not to sit with me. It's high school level bullcrap.
Well, if you take into account the center of gravity and the gravitational pull of both the mass and weight, the effect of, say, the impact in regards to velocity and speed can vary greatly. How great depends on certain environmental factors, such as terrain, for example. The friction from a rocky terrain with all its bumps and pits can help slow an object in motion and delay the time lapse of
I needed to be out of sight, alone with my thoughts as I process this. Why does this bother me so much?
Oh, excuse me. I thought the room was empty.
No worries.
You don't look familiar. Have we met? When is your presentation?
I'm not a presenter. I'm an attendee. I just needed some alone time.
Well, take all the time you need. The lunch offerings didn't impress me this year. 1 meatball. 1. Granted, it's fairly large, but 1. And don't get me started on the vegetarian option. 3 grapes and a piece of lettuce. My goodness. But the fine people who put the conference together are not to blame. It's the university's constant lack of funds. It's outrageous, it truly is. And depressing, very depressing. But physics offers comfort in times such as this. The law of conservation of mass. Matter cannot be created nor destroyed, merely changed. What has changed can change back. And yes, perhaps it can change into something worse. But there's always the chance it can change into something better. Nothing is permanent. You can take comfort in that, for better or worse. By the way, where are the restrooms?
Down the hall to your right, upstairs, across the hall, down the stairs to the right, under the balcony, but to the left of the cafeteria, down the ramp, but before the second hallway to the left, on the right side of the water fountains, under the alcove by the painting of a dog wearing sunglasses and drinking a glass of lemonade.
Understood. I thank you.
He's right. Nothing is permanent. I need to make peace with the fact that I'm no longer one of them. That Jim and I are no longer colleagues. but that doesn't mean we can't see each other outside of work. But I wanted a fresh start. I needed a fresh start. And I need to make good on that. The conference is half over. I was gonna go back to my car and leave, but I'm going to stay. I can't let Morris ruin it for me. I won't.